Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This reading is for Pisces. How are you guys, Pisces? There we go. Yeah, the sun is starting to shine here. Someone's letting go of their burdens. Laying the burdens down. Yeah, I see there's momentum. I see communication. Someone's making a decision. Yeah, out with the old. This is a healing energy. Someone's letting go of baggage, burdens. Beautiful. Yeah, I do see some energy here, Pisces. Beautiful. There you are. Yeah, I see a little enlightenment, some kind of truth. I see a victory here, too. I feel like this is an energy of some of you who are making a decision. I do see healing. But it is an energy of out with the old and possibly in with the new. Let's have a look at that. Ace of Swords is interesting right there. One more for Pisces. There we go. Yeah, so I do see a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or just a person who's grounded and stable. Someone looking ahead, someone preparing ahead. So it has to do with somebody here pulling their weight too. Yeah. Interesting. It's not you making a decision, it's this person, a judgment. It has to do with communicating movement. Some of you, though, I got to be honest, when I see that, it is movement, momentum, but often it's an energy of someone feeling a little overwhelmed. This could be something that comes in suddenly, but it has to do with some sort of enlightenment and truth. Yeah. Let's have a look at that Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Yeah, it's manifesting energy, manifesting something new. This is someone who has everything they need to manifest. So there's desire here. Ooh, you may have manifested this. Oh my goodness, this could be something going to the next level. But it is someone leaving something behind. It's baggage or burdens, or someone who's not responsible or reliable. Let's have a look at Judgment. Yes, I'm taking a little moment here. Just kind of, it's an energy of just being calm, taking a step back. The path. This is the path that you're on, going down a new path. So I see a little test, but a judgment. Someone's definitely seeing things in a whole different light here. Ooh, it could be someone different than your usual type too. Yeah, we'll see. Let's have a look at this Queen of Cups. Yeah, you might not see this coming, or you're going to be indecisive. We'll see here too. Let's have a look. I feel there's enlightenment, and I see in someone seeing things from a different light. There's a little aha moment. Gonna have a victory. Yeah, I got someone. It's a little test. It's a person going to reach out to see if you reciprocate. I don't think you're going to see it coming. Yeah. I wonder, is this someone who's not reliable? Are you going your separate ways? Because I see this needing to take off the blindfold, the rose-colored glasses. This could be a temptation or a little test here. I still feel like you might not see this coming, because I do see, if it is somebody coming around here looking for a reconciliation, this is probably who you're focused on. Yeah. But it's an energy, I feel too, it's a decision of no longer talking or giving to someone else possibly. But it is a test. It's someone testing the waters, going to reach out here. Yeah, this is someone looking to see if you're single too. It looks like they're single. Someone who takes care of themselves, an energy of independence. But it's a test. But I also see some of you, someone who's not reliable. It never goes to the next level. This is why I feel taking a step back, seeing the truth, taking off the blindfold, no longer talking. So there could be someone you're no longer giving to. But I still feel like you're focused on this person here. They're looking ahead. Yeah, this is somebody with a house, a home, a strong financial foundation. They're stable. But it's an energy of a home. Someone's going to reach out. It could be someone who shows up at your home Generally, a King of Pentacles plans ahead, looks ahead. Yeah. If it's yourself doing that, it's about giving someone a heads up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we've got beautiful Empress. This is the start of something new. Empress energy. This could be what this person didn't see. It's possible someone wasn't seeing someone who was kind, compassionate, truly cared. Maybe a test to see if you're single or if you're home. It's the start of something. Often this is someone who's open. Always open to talk. The Empress energy. You're about to receive here. Yes, you certainly are. And I do see it being a bit of a temptation. So don't be afraid to think this through. Let's have a look at the Empress. Yeah, morals, values, lifestyle, the way someone's conducting themselves. It has to do with faith. Someone here is definitely no longer giving to someone. They're not on the same page. I see Taurus. Wow. Like I say, it's somebody coming in. It's a little test of loyalty as well, testing the faith, but it's about how someone's going to behave. They're seeing this beautiful Empress. Oh my gosh, tell me more about the Hierophant. Yeah, this has to do with commitment. Oh my gosh, I see harmony. This is when somebody is making a decision. Someone who's maybe been indecisive. And they're about to make a decision. And it's a test of loyalty and a test of faith. But it's also about this person's faith in this. Loyalty. There's harmony. It's about justice. Somebody coming in right. If you are indecisive, Cancer, and you're not sure, yeah, let's have a look at this Two of Swords. Why is this here? Or not Cancer, pardon me, Pisces. As I'll say, I'm not sensing Cancer here. Yeah. Let's see, Pisces, what do we got here? Yeah, we got someone doing some thinking here. Someone learning something here. You're single. It's an energy of balancing head and heart with this person. But yeah, like I say, you might not see this coming. I feel it's... And if it's this person who is indecisive, they're now decisive. Because they're in the King of Swords energy. But yeah, it has to do with someone who's very analytical. I do see a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here as well. But it has to do with harmony and being fair. Yeah, so someone crushing, longing for love. I feel like some of you will know who this is. So someone kind of reminiscing, missing someone. I feel it's a little test. They're going to reach out. Yeah, it does look like someone looking for a reconciliation. If you feel something is off and you can't make a decision, like I say, you can... It's definitely a test to see if you're single. If it's you reaching out, they may be indecisive. Yes, they're single. Yeah, there's going to be a victory here, though. This is an energy of truth. Yeah. Let's have a look at this Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this energy of people. Could be someone reaching out online, social media. I do see this neighborhood. Neighbors. Or friends, family. Friends who are like family. Could be someone reaching out through other people. Because it has to do with something to do with whether you're home or someone's home. Because they're planning something. They're preparing. They're ahead. Schedules, routine. Something about scheduling and routine. So it's an energy of doing something right. This is crazy. This could be taking things to another level here. You know, there's a few other energies here as well. So tell me more about this Six of Cups. See, this is someone crushing. It could be someone becoming aware. See, being aware that you're crushing or that you're interested. They could have found out through other people talking here, because I do see this energy of movement, talk. I see a busy time ahead. There's definitely an energy of movement. Yeah, someone's learning something and they're shocked. Somebody is just shocked here that you're crushing or interested in them, or maybe wanting reconciliation. It all depends on your situation. But yeah, there's definitely this shock. It's sudden. It comes in out of the blue. Tell me more about the Tower. Yeah, putting on effort. Yeah, this is somebody who's felt like giving up. See, putting something behind, feeling when you're just about ready to give up. So this could have to do with a work situation too. Some of you leveling up, a higher paid job. See, don't give up, because it's going to happen suddenly. Often when you least expect it too. And that's interesting. But what I also see is this person being indecisive, not seeing something they now see, taking a step back. And they're kind of going, aha. But for some, it's this energy of a massive Tower moment. Someone's learned something here. Yeah, they're shocked. It could be someone who's shocked that you're single, finding out you're single, or finding out. But I definitely feel this is an energy of yourself feeling beat up when you're just about ready to give up. Here it is. This is a person who wants to build. And I do see some of you getting a job too. Something you don't see coming, higher paid job position. You have everything you need. See, it's all about mastering the desire, the tools, the information. Tell me about these people. There's some kind of good news. Yeah, someone checking someone out online, offline, or through other people. This is often a person who sits in the back of the room and kind of just checks people out. You know, the people watchers. Someone has a change of perspective. So you can see a sudden change of perspective. Definitely it's an energy of single. But I do see the energy of structural changes, schedule changes, something sudden. But this is something that's going to work out positive, though. I do see growth, and I do see some kind of change that's sudden. Reaching out. Some of you could have more money coming in suddenly, too, here. That's another thing. I see a job, more money coming in. But I feel this is someone, there's a little test here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, someone coming around. It has to do with change, some sort of change. Stability. Yeah, this is someone who's been preparing. Now, I see Virgo energy here too, which is interesting, as well as Taurus. You may have multiple opportunities. You may have to make a decision and feel indecisive about this yourself. But that King of Swords is someone learning something. And they're also someone who's trying to temper their thoughts. I feel they're trying to get out of their head, because they're seeing something they didn't see, and it has to do with putting in a lot of effort. So one of these could be a love interest, one could be a boss. But there's multiple opportunities. I feel like you're going to be overwhelmed. I do see a busy time. I do see a lot of busy, a lot of work. But I see this person here too, wanting to build here. This is a person feeling confident, but I see a lot of self-control. I see somebody learning something. Someone cares. They're kind, compassionate. Could be a reconciliation and some sort of forgiveness. But it's also inner strength and confidence more than anything. But it takes a lot of kindness, compassion, and a lot of inner strength to forgive. Someone who maybe didn't put in enough effort here. Because I see somebody giving up, but then I also see someone putting something behind. It's like when you're just about ready to give up. Yeah, this is interesting. I feel like you got a few things going on. Tell me about this home. And this is what someone's seeing as the Empress. It has to do with home. This is someone preparing their home. This person's preparing their home. Or they're trying to learn where you live. Something about home. Let's have a look at this home again. Yeah, it can be, I mean, it's a reason to celebrate. It's, you know, it's about often two people coming together. So we're going to see here. Let's have a look at this home. The Four of Wands. Yeah, someone's seeing the bigger picture. Ooh, we got a person's cup runneth over. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Happy home, happy life. This is someone planning ahead. There could be some kind of gathering, a family situation, a large gathering, some kind of celebration. It looks like an invitation. Someone's been planning this, preparing their home. Or you could get a message while you're at home here too, because they're trying to learn. And I see someone's schedules, routines, some kind of need for change, structural changes, lifestyle changes, habits. Some of you may have someone who doesn't conform to society's rules, if there is two. That could be someone that you're maybe not going to reciprocate to. But the other person is someone who's loyal. And I do see things going in your favor. See, this is where it goes in both people's favor. Some sort of an agreement here. Ooh. This is really nice. This is the start of something here. And it's an energy of fair. Something is fair. If you have ever had somebody who didn't treat you right, that's where I feel. If it is love interest, okay, and it's someone who didn't treat you right, they weren't fair, that's likely where you make a decision not to reciprocate to someone. You might not even respond or reply, because it's about putting in effort, and I'm not so sure. This is often someone who sacrifices and puts a lot of effort into something, and then the other person doesn't reciprocate. So, but I feel here, for the most part, the positive energy is to do with this home, this large gathering, family, friends. But the King of Swords is seeing the bigger picture, putting in effort. See, they're preparing something. I feel they're preparing their home. You're the one I don't think is going to see this coming. Even though it's kind of like you're kind of expecting it, but maybe just focused on work. This is a person who likes a comfortable home, but it's about preparing that home. Or they're going to reach out and want to know if you're home. So it's going to be one of those things, okay? Because it's all about this home and this cup, this offer, opportunity. Someone's cup runneth over, and it's an energy of a whole new cycle. So someone who has faith and confidence in themselves to make the right choice. So I feel it could be someone else who's going their separate ways. But it's about going down this path regardless. It's a little test. Yeah, I like this reading. Tell me about the temperance. What's temperance about for Pisces? Yeah, it's the same energy, judgment, making a decision, a judgment, to just be calm and be patient. And definitely I see reconciliation for some of you. Someone missing, someone longing. But yeah, I feel like you got a couple decisions, because I do see multiple opportunities and two. You got a few decisions. One of them could be work, or it's two love interests. Yeah. I do see someone taking a break, a much needed rest. Someone's been pinned. This King of Swords is pinned down by their thoughts. I'm going to tell you, this is someone who wants to pin someone down. Like, I feel they want to make some kind of a commitment. Tell me about building. The Eight of Pentacles. Why is this here? Why is this here? Yeah, someone's curious. They're learning something. Shining a light, looking for clarity. Someone wants to talk. They want to clear something up, or that someone clearing something out. But it's also an energy of someone learning and being curious. See, there's a couple. I feel like you got a couple people. So someone here is going to reach out and communicate. They want to clear something up. Or, like I say, they're trying to learn something. And they're being enlightened here by someone's telling them. It could be this person, someone talking to another person about you. And they're preparing themselves, getting ready. I feel you got a Virgo and a Taurus here, Pisces. Only one of these people is right. One of them isn't fair. They don't follow society's rules. But this is someone talking to people about you. And whatever it is they're hearing, they're feeling more confident, just like the other energy. But it's about putting in effort. Someone's a perfectionist, perfecting their craft. It's someone making a person a priority. So it's all about priorities here. Yeah, and it's about investing in interest. See, this is someone trying to learn everything you're interested in, what you do, how you're spending your time. They want to know everything. Yeah, it's a person being cautious, playing it safe. King of Pentacles is here. Queen of Cups is like that too. The King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Pentacles often play it safe. And anybody can, but it's definitely an MO. Yeah, being a little careful what they wish for, trying to manifest. But it's about getting the cup. So one of these people doesn't conform to society's rules. So be very careful with someone that they tell you everything you need to know. Because one of these energies is someone wants you to indulge them. Fill my cup. Give me what I want. And if you're patient, I may give you what you want. In other words, commitment. Or introduce you to friends or family, next level stuff. Or invite you to their home. Be very cautious with one of these people. The other person, and I do feel like you're going to get your cup filled, but I do think you're being cautious. I think this other person is too. Yeah, saying to pay attention to the red flags. Someone here is and I do feel it's an energy of someone coming in when they want attention. So just watch that person. But I also see someone, and it's all about being humble too. I see somebody goals, someone who's ambitious, what they're hoping to achieve here. Someone's hoping to achieve something. Like I say, don't indulge somebody who just comes in when they want attention. Pay attention to the red flags, okay? Because the signs could be cautioning you a little bit with that energy. Just keeping things to yourself. In other words, don't give too much information to somebody here. But the other one of these people is truly confident. Yeah, they got self-control. Yeah, see, they're trusting their own intuition, their own inner knowing. Just be careful of someone who keeps secrets. But I do see privacy too. I do feel like there's somebody here who feels confident. I feel they want to get you alone. It's about privacy, a private place. Yeah. Yeah, someone who wants to get you alone. Yeah. It doesn't mean they're up to anything. In fact, one of these people wants you to indulge them. They want you to fill their cup. The other person's going to fill your cup. Okay, that's how it goes. That's the difference. One of them doesn't conform to society's rules. So it's an energy of, and I do see a new cycle. I see an energy of win-win where you make an agreement with someone. But I also see the energy of an agreeing to disagree in there too. Yeah. One of these people doesn't come in right. They're just not right for you. But I love the Empress because this is beautiful. It is the start of something new. You're about to get your cup filled. You're about to receive. Really nice. Whoever this person is, they're feeling bold, living in the moment. See, playful, youthful, having a good time. But it's telling you to look before you leap here too. Yeah, it's like this other person too. I feel they just kind of a little bit spontaneous, but yeah, I do think you're going to go for one of these. And one of them definitely, I feel like you may not even respond. If you do, it'll be a breadcrumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there it is. It has to do with someone who's determined to succeed. So you're going to take your power back from someone, and you're going to take your power back from someone who just comes in when they want attention. But when you want attention, they ignore you. They don't respond. So this is where your opportunity to take your power back. But the person who wants to connect with you, I do see a Cancer energy. So there is a Cancer energy here. Interesting. They may just have it in their chart. They're coming in to take control of the situation. They're determined to succeed. Yeah. You're going to have a power struggle with one of these people. I don't think one of these people just comes when they want attention. But when you want attention, they put on the brakes. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, you've got an Emperor coming in. One of these is an Emperor. One isn't like the other, and I see this all the time. So, but I think you're going to know, because it's just going to feel off, because it is a reconciliation, and I do feel it's against your best judgment, and I do think you're going to sleep on it, because it is, whoever they are plan ahead people. So both of them will get ahead of you, get a hold of you ahead of time. One of them definitely wants to get you alone. They want to have a private conversation. They don't want anyone else involved. What goes on between you stays between you. But one of these people literally wants to keep you a secret. Okay? They want to keep you a secret. They don't want other people to know. It's a person who puts on the brake. They don't want to introduce you to their friends. They don't want to, that kind of energy. Someone who often will never make any kind of commitment. So this is about a test of faith, and this is you. I feel you're going to be the one testing this. And this is how you test this person. You just simply take back your power. Just toss a little breadcrumb. You're busy. You're not available. And you do not have to justify your actions. Because if you're not in a committed situation with someone, you do not need to justify where you're going and who you're doing with it. Because that's what it's all about. They want to know everything. But I feel one of these people is an Emperor. They are definitely leveled up. They are stable. I feel they're both stable. But I feel like one of them is someone who doesn't want to give. They want you to do all the work, and they're a taker, not a giver. One of them's more of a giver, and you're going to receive. Look at that. Kindness, compassion. I do see this energy of forgiveness and letting this other person go here. But you might decide, some of you, I do see sleeping on it and taking a little break, a little time out. Because once you take your power back, you're the one in control. So we have an Emperor here who's taking control. So this is interesting. It's almost like you're going to cross. It's going to happen probably very quickly, because it's interesting here, crossing paths. Oh, it's trying to tell me something here, and I've seen it, but it's just, tell me about the Chariot for Pisces. Yeah, something ending. So one of the situation is over, and it's going to be a shock surprise. It's over. And you might find out that somebody else has ended something too. But again, I do see someone's ego taking a hit. See, this is ego elimination when you take back your power, Pisces. Don't be available. And you don't have to justify your actions, who you're with. You don't need to share anything. Don't indulge them. Okay? That's what it's saying. You can if you want. You decide. But if you indulge this person, and I do think it's a reconciliation energy, but I don't think this is someone who will stick it. It's somebody, it'll never go to the next level. The other person's definitely someone who gained the momentum. They're in a hurry. They want to spend time with you. They want to pin you down. They want to make a commitment. But watch out for someone who suddenly wants to commit where they wouldn't before, too. So there's a lot to look at here. That's why it's okay to sleep on it, because they are plan ahead people. But I feel like you've got this here. I see kindness, compassion, and forgiveness, forgiving this person, but it's over. Yeah, you're going to connect with someone else. See, there's a spark attraction between you and someone else. You got a passionate new beginning. And there is someone who wants to get you alone, but they want to, whatever it is you talk about, it's between the two of you. The other person literally wants to keep you a secret. This person just wants to have private conversation. What goes on between you stays between you, at least for now. It's keeping it off social media, not telling anybody else. And just kind of go with the flow and see where it goes. And I do see victory here. I see having a good time. I feel they're going to invite you to their home. They're preparing their home. It's an energy of making things comfortable. They like a comfortable home. But it's like they're doing it for you. They're indulging you. Pretty interesting, huh? How often does that happen? When someone makes their home comfortable for you and then invites you over. It's all planned ahead, prepared. Very, very nice energy. Yeah, this is someone who's sincere too. They take their time. Definitely content, happy to be friends first. The other person, not so much. If you don't give them what they want, they'll probably drop you like a hot potato and go get attention somewhere else. But it's also your energy. If someone doesn't give you the attention you need, they ghost you, ignore you, or whatever the situation, you just put on the brakes and end it and go, you got another person giving you what you want. Yeah, I see this energy of partnering up. See, someone who's stable. You can be safe with this person. You're safe with this person too. And that's another thing. I feel some of you might feel something is off. You're not safe with this person. It's like you don't necessarily want to be alone with them. But the biggest, I feel like you know who they both are. In fact, they both could be reconciliations. People that you've dated. One of them, it just didn't go anywhere. Someone who was busy. There was a lot going on. Yeah. It doesn't have to be. It's just a confirmation sometimes, but it's all about judgment and sleeping on it, making good decisions here, whether something is right or not. If it feels off, it's usually off. And it has to do with how you feel at that time. If it feels good, I feel like you'll go for it. If it doesn't, that's where you'll put on the brakes. Yeah, interesting energy. But I do see taking a little pause, sleeping on it before you make a decision. Because I do see there's going to be a lot happening at once. It's going to be a little overwhelming. And I do see a very busy time. But I wouldn't be surprised if you've had a person who's put on the brakes because they got overwhelmed and busy. Could be a while for this person to come around and follow through. But one of them is sincere. One of them is definitely sincere. The other person, someone who will probably, if you don't indulge them and take it to the next level right away, this person's not going to stick around. That's what I feel. So, yeah, because I do feel like you're safe with someone. You're going to know you'll feel safe with one of these people. It's the Emperor. Gorgeous. Take care. Bye for now.